Call of Duty coming out here shortly. How is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Everybody ready for Call of Duty? Kind of am. Hey, let's talk about first-person shooters here for just a minute. Because look at TitanFall here. Look at the people. 1,700, a little over 1,700, 1,352 in my area. We're going to jump into a game. Try to jump into a ghost game. And there's nobody on. There's only a few hundred people total on that thing. That thing has dropped off, and let's face it, Call of Duty Ghost was bad. Bad maps, bad security, horrible single-player campaign. You know, and I guess that's what hurt TitanFall was there's no real. Well, there was no campaign. That little multiplayer campaign, but. There was no real campaign, and that might have helped out. But how many people out there said, "Hey, I don't care about campaign. The only thing I play is the multiplayer." So, in part, that might have been a little bit of a bad read on Titanfall's part of, maybe we need to put a campaign. And really, I do think Titanfall here was kind of a beta. Kind of felt that way. Kind of like. Let's experiment here, but they gotta put a game out. So, and I don't know. They said that they're working really hard to get a cross-platform kind of a game where PlayStation and Xbox would play. Hey, that's what they're saying. They are going to come out with Titanfall 2 is going to be on PlayStation and Xbox. Don't know when. Let you know. So, anyways. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare out in less than 48 hours. It's a little after, about 20 after midnight here, where I'm at, and on a Friday night. So only a couple days left, and I'm going to give you my first game. Doesn't matter how it's going to be. First game, first impression. Literally going to fire in there as soon as it gets fired up. First gameplay. Boom. Give it to you. Done. And we'll go on. We'll talk about what I think of it, and talk about some early customizations and stuff like that. So, because the customization in Advanced Warfare looks incredible. It really does. What you can do with your person, with your pack, and everything else, it just looks incredible. The other thing they're saying is like 300, 350 guns is what all the leaks and everything have been talking about, and I actually found out I know somebody who works for Activision. I just didn't realize it. So I was talking to him, and he said that, and he's not in that department. That's not what he works on, but he knows a lot of people who do, and he's a big fan of Call of Duty, so he's got a lot of inside stuff. Bugging him to get me into the E3. A little background, backstage stuff, get it out for you guys. We'll see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed for that. It's a little misleading. There's going to be like 23, I think he said 23 to 34 guns total. And then you're going to have like anywhere from like 8 to 12 variants for each gun. So there's going to be a lot of different things you can get. It's supposed to adapt, kind of figure out how you play, and give you the best to help you play the way you like to play. So, see how that rolls. We'll see how that goes. Big thing for me is two big things. The big thing is security and security quality. I don't want modders. I don't want people under the maps. I don't want people flying above the maps. And I'm not talking about using the hover on your packs there. I'm talking about, the guy who's permanently above the map, running around. You've seen it before. I don't want the shotgun guy underneath the map. Don't. Especially in the first 3 days. And that's where Ghost was. And that's one of the reasons it sucked. Was that? Get me on the same playing field. Get rid of all that quirky, weird stuff. You know, I don't want to see a guy with a pistol sitting there shooting and he goes pop, 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 pop. And you're like, well, wait a minute. How do you just rip off, you know, the 45 automatic like a full auto? It's supposed to be semi-automatic. Every time you pull the trigger, one round. And there's other things like that. It hurts quick scopers. I'll back you guys up. I'm not a big quick scoping fan, but I'll back you guys up on this. Is that on the screen it looks like it's above to the left, and you get to watch that of the guy's head, but you get a headshot on it. And that's gotta get tightened up. And it's like you drew a box around people, and the round had to hit inside that box. Well, if you try a box around me, there's areas in there that doesn't make any sense. So that's gotta get tightened up. It's gotta be so small, the hit marker's gotta hit in an area that, you know, if it's that area that's really close, let's say to the neck, shoulder, you know, the ear, to just tap my headset, so if you heard that, sorry about that. That area that is so small, so minute, that you can't, you go, ah, okay, yeah, you got me. You know, but when it's, you know, way above to the right of your head, you know, like if you're, put your hand up there and that's where it is, you know, that doesn't work. That stinks. I was playing a little private thing with somebody on Black Ops 2 through the combat axe, and it hit air. It hit air, and it killed the guy. No, I mean, I wish I was recording it. I was at a buddy's house, wasn't at my house, and I threw it, it hit. It was not hit, but it counted. And we've all seen weird stuff like that, so I'm not going to get any more of that. That's got to get solved. How I just missed that guy, I have no idea, but hey, I kick him out of the air. So, you know, it just fix things like that. Looking forward to the single player campaign for Kevin Spacey, who's one of my favorite actors. Does just a phenomenal job, and everybody's been saying, I mean, it's like, you know, Oscar-winning basically type of performance by Kevin Spacey in this thing, which would not surprise me. Dude's awesome. So I don't know if you can win an award for doing a voiceover inside of a video game. I don't know. Maybe that'd be something new coming up if he does that good of a job. He's a big enough name for it, that's for sure. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, let's face it. Call of Duty's going to face some major competition here coming up. Halo. We'll be doing some Halo. Whether you like Halo or don't like Halo, big game, huge game. You got the big Master Chief Pack coming out here in just a few weeks, and then you're gonna have Halo 5 coming out. I don't think they put out a date for that, but that's next year. Star Wars, that comes out next year. They still haven't put a date on it. I am keeping an eye out for that. I've seen little tidbits, but my guess is it's probably going to come out a little bit before the movies. Start raising that hype up for the movies. So, we'll see how it goes. But they are going to have a ton of competition coming out. So you got to make this good. You know, and you're going to have to kind of keep an open mind when it comes to this Call of Duty. Because it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be, well, some of the movements going to be a lot like TitanFall. That's why I decided to pick this to go in there, jumping around and stuff. I thought TitanFall would do better, and I think if they put the, you know, we're pilots only, but the maps are so huge, it's hard to find people. So they would have to, I think, double the number. Do 12 on 12. Limit your Titans down to like 4 Titans, maybe 5 Titans. Per team, or 6 per team maybe. That's what you can, the max you can get right now. Limit it down to that. Then maybe you got something, just like kill streaks in Call of Duty, you can only call in like 1 helicopter at a time. So I think that would have helped TitanFall out a lot. We'll have to see how things go.
Enemy dropship here. Take it out.
we'll see how Advanced Warfare goes, right? So hopefully the maps are good. Hopefully everything turns out better. Hopefully the new Xbox console that, you know, they fix all the big gap problems and the bug problems and everything else, and the modders are down to a minimum, and we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you think. What makes a good first-person shooter for you? Put in the comments below. Don't forget to favorite, like, and subscribe. Sal Mustang, signing out.